When Jai Gang hears that our hero has single-handedly cleared the secret realm, that too mutated. Secret realm. He is very surprised and forcefully asks our hero about his secret, how he did it. He angrily asks our hero to tell him quickly. Seeing his anger, our hero thinks that maybe he will have to tell him his secret. Our hero stammers a bit before telling his secret. At the same time, Jai Gang laughingly tells our hero, so even a guy like you can get nervous. What happened to that courage you had in the secret realm? Seeing him laughing, Zhang Chen calms down and says in panic, Uncle Jai, you really scared me. Then Jai sits down and says it's not all to scare you. It's just that if you don't want to say it now, I don't want to force you either. The more cards you have in your hand, the happier I will be. In the future, our night watchman will depend on you to create more glory. On hearing this, our hero says to Jai Gang, rest assured, I'll at least give you a whole set of epic level equipment later on. On hearing this, Jai Gang starts laughing, silly kid. I got it. You aren't playing around with the set of epic equipment, right? Seeing Jai laughing, our hero says, Uncle, I am serious. Hearing our hero's words, Jai Gang says, Okay, I believe it. Then Jai Gang reveals something there and says that, Zhang, it is good that you have more trump cards, but there are some things which I need to explain to you. Jai Gang summons the 3 tied-up people there, and seeing them our hero cannot understand what it is, because these were living people who were tied up at that time. These guys, at the very least, are 3rd transfer masters above LV60. There are even 2 LV90 or above 4th transfer great masters. These 3 guys who are lying tied up on the ground, Jai Gang cannot handle any of them alone. He has just collected them like a corpse collector. Seeing these 3 professionals, our hero asks Jai, don't tell me they came to kill me. On hearing our hero's words, Jai Gang says, stop dreaming. All these people had come here to kill Muhenkyu, but they were secretly handled well by her guardian. On hearing this, our hero was confused as to why these people wanted to assassinate Muhenkyu. Then Jai Gang gives a list to our hero where there was a hunting list of geniuses. There were some names in it which our hero had not heard of. For example, the first name was Yingzhan, a descendant of Wudi who is of LV46. On killing him, you can choose any one reward of heavenly level from the rewards. The second name is Jai Zunyu, descendant of Wudi, and he is a resident of Demon City Zone. His level is 46. Even after killing him, you can choose any one of the 3 heavenly level rewards. Third will be Zhang Wushuang. He is also a descendant of Wudi of LV45. Even after killing him, you can choose any one of the 3 heavenly level rewards, and on the 12th place is Jeyu Beihang, who is descendant of Zhen Empire. His level is 41. After killing him, you can choose any one of the 2 heavenly level rewards. Our hero gets shocked after seeing this assassination list because it had Jeyu Beihang's name in it, who belongs to the Jeyu family of Zhen Empire. He cannot believe that his name is also in this list. Then Jai Gang tells our hero, yes, these are all the top-tier geniuses of your generation, and Daxia and Jeyu Beihang is also one of them. They will also participate in the Tianjiao camp of the 8 major zones, and Jeyu Beihang will be with you in the Zhongnan zone, the top 100 genius of Daxia, with the lowest being descendants of the Seal Kings. As a descendant of one of the 12 Seal Kings in Zhongnan, Muhenkyu only ranks 77th. However, even so, there were countless masters who tried to assassinate her. But boo! They were all killed by her secret guards, indicating the strength of the people backing her. Muhenkyu is at the 77th killing position in the hunting list, and she is a descendant of the Seal King who belongs to the Zhongnan zone. Anyone can receive a Kixuan level reward upon killing her. After telling everything, Jai Gang seriously says that this is the power of the Seal King's people, so just imagine how much power the people of the Zhen Empire would have. Hearing this, our hero understands that Jai Gang showed him this so that he becomes alert and attracts attention in the Tianjiao camp. There are powerful forces behind other geniuses that protect them. And although Zhang has Jai Gang is not very efficient, because so far, Jai has transferred jobs 3 times, and he fears that he will not be able to protect Zhang well. After listening to all this, our hero assures Jai Gang that I will pay attention to everything you say, and while saying this, he thinks that Uncle Jai is not blaming me for hiding things, but he is trying to protect me. Then Jai Gang laughingly says that looking at your performance in the secret realm, it can be said that if your strength is known to everyone outside, Your ranking list will definitely go higher than Muhankyu. Jai Gang starts asking our hero some questions like, tell me the truth about what you did to her there. After listening to such things, he starts leaving from there. After this, our hero comes to his room where he is looking at some essences of blood. At this time, our hero has 33 third rank essence blood and 14 fourth rank essence blood. He has got this essence blood by selling all the equipment he had got till now, and after seeing this, our hero thinks that maybe he is ready to go to his second swarm. Our hero takes a bottle of third rank essence blood and starts falling on his hands because now the time has come for his insect to eat these third rank blood essences. This is equivalent to an above LV 63rd transfer master for humans. It takes hundreds of ferocious beasts to extract a bottle. Seeing the blood essence, Little Nine comes there and says, Master, I am hungry. Hearing this, our hero says, don't eat it now. It will be too early for your reproduction. However, Little Nine starts crying after hearing this. Our hero says, eat as much as you want. Then after this, our hero gives 4th rank blood essence, which is as powerful as LV 94th transfer grade master. As soon as he gives blood essence to his insects, something starts evolving in them, and the offering reproduction of 9 miasma wings gets completed, and their number this time is 100,000. As soon as reproduction is complete, all those insects start coming out of control from our hero's hands. Seeing them coming out of control, our hero calls them back to their nest and says, that this is my house. Do not come out until I tell you to. Then our hero's eyes fall on Little Nine, who is licking the blood essence without caring about this. Seeing this, he gets a little angry that all these people pay more attention to eating. How will I fulfill their food requirement later? After completing this reproduction, our hero's level is now 26. He is just waiting for tomorrow's camp trip when he will become LV 30 and will go to his second transfer. He is thinking what will happen if he goes to the second transfer. Will he get a new insect mother again? During this, we see Jai Gang and Tang Jin talking to each other. Then Tang is surprised to hear something from Jai Gang and says, do you want to call your teacher Heavenly Blade? Is it necessary to stir up a crowd like this about Zhang Chen's matter? Then Zhang gets serious and says, just in case. He will definitely encounter that arrogant Zhou Beihang in the Zhongmen zone. What's more serious is that it's impossible to hide secrets in the Chenjiao camp. Jai Gang is serious about our hero because he feels that there is something wrong with Zhang, which is scaring him too. He is scared of our hero's poison because he feels that it is a forbidden taboo power. On hearing this, Tang gets scared and panics and says, how is that possible? Don't scare me. Ever since the turbulence caused by the Devoury 600 years ago and the birth of the forbidden occupation in Daxia, those discovered with it were all immediately killed. Tang nervously says if Zhang's profession was really forbidden taboo, then it would have been revealed when he awakened it. I think you are just thinking too much. Jai Gang, after listening to all this, says that I am also thinking that this hope of mine may be wrong. Our hero is going to the competition area with a map in his hand, but it seems that he has forgotten his way and hence he is unable to understand where to go. He was looking at the area properly on the map, but still he was confused. However, then he heard someone's voice asking for help. Our hero turns back and looks at the person calling out and wonders whose voice it is. Then we see a person who is on a tree, and he is very scared after climbing the tree, and he was shouting loudly that I am afraid of heights. Seeing him, Zhang activates some vines using his plantation power and helps the man come down from the tree. When our hero gets the man down from the tree, the man is relieved and says, that scared me to death. I wanted to dig up a bird's nest, but who would have thought that the bird's nest looked so low, but it went so high up? However, after listening to this person, our hero starts thinking that this guy is afraid of heights and he went to collect the bird's nest. Is he some legendary naughty warrior? This person is none other than the Blade King who is being talked about in the previous chapter. Then he stands up and says to our hero, that young man, you have saved me. Tell me, how can I repay you? Then our hero listens to him and says, old man, do you know the way to Chenjiao camp? Then after this, the old man starts leaving from here with our hero, saying that I am also going there to do some work. Young man, you can come with me. After listening to him, our hero thanks him because this old man is taking our hero to Tianjiao camp. While going with him, our hero sees the sword on his back and asks him, speaking of old man, you are also a job changer, right? Why don't you put the knife in the storage space? Hearing this, the old man says that I am not a job changer, but I am just a swordsman. Then the old man tells about his past that back then I did not have any talent. After failing to change jobs, I struggled for nearly 10 years and still couldn't even afford a toilet in the city. At that time, he was so desperate that it ran into the mountains in search of death. Then he found an old hunter's hut and this knife. After he got this sword, he practiced swordsmanship in that mountain every day. After practicing drawing swords for 20 years and practicing cutting swords for 30 years, he suddenly became enlightened. Then this old man asks our hero, that little guy, "Are you magical or not?" Our hero was a bit confused after hearing his words. "What is this magical?" Then this old man says that you would like to learn the practice of swordsmanship with me. This old man knows only one move. Seeing our hero thinking, the old man starts laughing. "I feel that you are looking very impatient." Meanwhile, our hero looks at the camp from a distance and says, "Old man, look, we have reached near the camp." As soon as our hero looks towards the old man, there is no old man there. Seeing which our hero says, "Where has he gone?" That old man was very strange. The camp is surrounded by big walls from all the 5 sides, and its safety was also being taken care of very well. Helicopters were flying in the sky for surveillance. A voice was coming from outside the camp that talented people, whoever wants to join the camp, first stand in line here and get your ID bracelet. Our hero also stands in line and takes his bracelet, and the person who is giving the bracelet asks everyone to wear the bracelet and go to the camp and wait. Then we see our hero's previous team who start giving a lovely feeling as soon as they come near our hero. Both of them were calling each other perverted, and our hero, looking at them, thinks what is happening and where is the master. Both of them were saying different things to make each other jealous, and then after fighting for some time, both of them meet again in a happy friendship way, but then suddenly the wall next to our hero breaks, due to which there is some dust there. This wall was not broken by anyone from outside. Rather, someone got directly hit by the wall. To whom our hero asks in confusion that what is happening there. The 2 girls standing nearby say that maybe someone is fighting there. Seeing this fight, a patrol instructor gets angry that a fight is taking place even before entering the camp. It seems that all of them are looking for death. Seeing him going in the middle of the fight, our hero, seeing his power, thinks that this patrol instructor is probably a 3rd level master in power. But as soon as the instructor goes in the middle of the fight, we suddenly see him flying due to some attack, and he flies and falls on the ground. His condition was not very good. Then angrily he says, "Quickly notify the above level fighter. Who are the perverts here?" Seeing this, Sando gets frightened and says, "The 3rd level Grandmaster was actually blown away by the fighting energy flow in 1 second. Who was that person fighting?" Muhankyu, standing next to her, says seriously, "Who else could it be? Just a few top-notch people from the Jongnan war zone." First we see a short-hair girl. That short-hair girl's name is Tang Ying. She is an assassin. Her strength is extremely terrifying, and she is the youngest gold medal killer in Chanji Tower. It is said that a rank 4 Grandmaster was assassinated in Secure Country not long ago, and perhaps she did it. And this second one with a bloody aura all over his body is called Bai Feng. He is known as the Little God of Killing. He is the apprentice of the Commander-in-Chief of the East China Sea Defense Line, the brightest genius in the military region. But he seems to have some psychological problem and can easily go crazy. And the 3rd one holding that sword is Xiao Baihan. His grandfather is one of the 7 kingdoms of Great Xia. His profession is kingly and sword immortal and is compared to god level. Sando looks at the sword in his hand and says in anger, "I know this thief. The sword in his hand is the epic equipment which was stolen from my house." Zhang is also watching all this and on seeing Xiao Baihan. He seriously thinks that this is Xiao Baihan. He is really talented. His strength is many times more than Xiao Yanwu. All 3 of them have surrounded a man, and that man is alone surrounded by all 3 of them. However, he is not ready to accept defeat. He uses his power and punches the ground and breaks the entire ground there. He is Zhang Huishuang, who breaks the whole land using his power, and even these 3 together are unable to defeat him. Which means he is clearly more powerful than these 3. Seeing his power, our hero thinks Zhang Huishuang. It's no wonder that Zhang Huishuang ranks 3rd on the pride list in the summer. Our hero was worried whether his insects would be able to do any harm to them or not, due to the pressure of Zhang Huishuang's powerful punch. Xiao by hand lands at the place where our hero is, and he somehow manages to control himself with the help of his sword. After controlling himself from that fist wind, Xiao by Han takes a sigh of relief. And seeing the power of the fist, he says that it was not that bad. Then our hero sees him and calls him by name. Xiao by Han's eyes fall on our hero, and after seeing our hero, he says, "I heard that you have killed Xiao Yuanwu." Pointing his sword at our hero, Xiao by Han laughs and says, "Although I also look down on that trash, you have to die today. I originally thought about finishing Zhang Huishuang first, and then dealing with an ant like you." Our hero also activates his insect power and says that even though there is a difference in the power of you people, but the bones and blood of the Xia family are the same. Xiao by Han moves towards our hero with his sword, and a powerful killing aura is flowing around him, seeing which our hero thinks that even though I agreed with Uncle Jai, but seeing this situation, I cannot do anything. I will have to fight. Even before the fight between them starts, a sword slashes through which the ground in between gets completely cut in the middle, and both of them look at the person who is attacking. It is none other than the same old man who our hero had met on the way and looking at everyone, he says. Whoever dares to cause trouble should first ask the old man about the knife in his hand. Zhang is surprised to see the old man and thinks Chief Instructor Chan's Sword King turns out to be that weird old man on the road. With a touch of sword energy, the four geniuses were so shocked that they couldn't move. Those little worms of mine were almost shattered by the shock. So friends, chapter ends here. Now, what will happen next? We will know in the next chapter. And don't forget to give number out of 200 to the chapter. And we will meet in another video. Till then, goodbye. Now, what will happen next? You can tell your opinion by commenting. And don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video too. After stopping the fight and convincing everyone, Blade King Gu puts his sword back in place. Then Deputy Commander Yongguang, standing next to him, tells him that all the 300 geniuses have come here, so you should go on the stage and host the opening ceremony. Seeing Blade King, all the contestants present there get surprised and start saying in surprise, "Oh my god, there are a lot of talented camps in the Jiangnan battlefield, but there has never been a king-level person to take charge." The students present here were able to feel the energy of Blade King even after standing so far away, and the energy of Blade King seemed very terrifying to them. By feeling this energy, they all understand that just one breath of Blade King is enough to kill them. On the other side, the Blade King is walking towards the stage. Seeing him walking towards the stage, a student tells the other students that they heard the instructor say privately that it seems that the Blade King has taken the initiative to take a job. Could it be that he wants to recruit a disciple? Hearing this, the other student says, "But this is very strange. Didn't they say that the old man lived in seclusion? Why is he willing to come out now?" Students get very excited after hearing all this that we need to work very hard to become Blade King's student, so we have to pass this competition well. And other students also say after hearing this that don't even think about it. Many top geniuses have also come who are very powerful. The top students who were fighting earlier are so impressed after seeing the old man that they have finally seen a living legend. And Jiayu is thinking of leaving a good impression on the Blade King by defeating Zhang Wuishuang before the start of the camp. Zhang Wuishuang, also seeing Blade King, thinks in his mind that actually they have invited this person here, so this time I will definitely become his apprentice. Our hero doesn't recognize this old man, so he asks the girls with him if they know this powerful old man. Sando says, "Of course I have heard his legendary story when I was a child. The Blade King is not a job transfer type of person, but he has the ability to surpass all the 7th level kings and become the first king of the country. The Blade King's strength is comparable to that of a mighty rank opponent. He once killed a dragon with a single sword." Then Muhanki tells our hero yes, even though they are both at the same level as the king. Senior Heavenly Sword King is the existence that my grandfather respects the most. My grandfather once asked me to become his teacher, but he declined. I was very depressed at first, but then I heard that many Jinguo and invincible descendants were also turned away. Our hero gets very shocked to hear this and asks in surprise, Are you sure it is very difficult to become his apprentice? Then Sando says again, Master, are you joking as far as I know? Zhang Wushwang and Bai Feng were both rejected by the senior sword gods. You have just seen the strength of Zhang Wushwang and the others, so you can imagine how difficult it is to become their disciple. Then Liu Sando, standing nearby, also tells our hero, Yes, my benefactor, you may not know something. The old man has only had 2 apprentices in his life, and that was more than 20 years ago. Listening to the conversation between the two, our hero starts remembering the moment when he met Blade King in the jungle, and he was stuck on a tree there. Thinking about this, he thinks that it seems these people don't know how weird this old man is. While they were talking here, Blade King had reached the stage, and as soon as he reached the stage, he told everyone that I am Gu Kaishin, the chip instructor of Tanjiao Camp. As we all know, our Tanjiao battalion in the Jiangnan Theater Zone has been collapsing in the past few years, because the battles here are just a showpiece. If you don't dare to fight hard here on the battlefield with real swords and guns, you will die without a burial place. The world is changing more and more rapidly, and these people need more talents who can really fight. So this time, in order to gain more powerful and better chant, Blade King sets a new rule of death indicator in Tanjiao Camp. As soon as the king speaks these words, the other commanders standing nearby are shocked, and then Yang Guang interrupts the Blade King. Hearing his words, the Blade King stops him and says that this is my final decision, and I will handle all the future problems. After listening to all the words of the Blade King, the commander is very surprised and thinks death indicator. This has never been mentioned above before. It has never been done in any previous Tanjiao camp. All the students are shocked to hear this. Then Blade King goes ahead and says that in every assessment round, 10 people will die for me. And whoever wants to leave this place right now can leave right now. All the students are scared after hearing this. Although this test is scary, no contestant can back out from here. Otherwise, whoever leaves from here out of fear, his entire family will have to face shame. Standing there, Zhang Huishuang becomes very happy. After hearing this new rule of the test, that is expected of the senior Heavenly Sword King. Zhang Nianhuo's own Tanjiao camp should have acted like this long ago. Zhao Baihan was also very happy with this new rule, because he felt that this new rule was made for him only. He was smiling looking at our hero, and said that I will reduce 2 powerful appointments for this old man. Our hero also looks at Zhao Baihan and thinks, with this indicator, even if the conflict escalates later, if I kill Zhao Baihan, Uncle Jai and the others won't have to worry too much. After listening to Blade King, no opponent leaves from here. Seeing which Blade King is happy that it seems no one wants to leave from here. Everyone is arrogant. Then after this, Blade King begins the camp entrance exam, and says that there are a total of 300 people, out of which half will be eliminated, because 150 promotional flags are randomly hidden around the camp. I don't care what means you use. The settlement will be settled at 6 a.m. the next day, and those with the flag will advance. Fight with confidence and boldness. Kill with confidence and boldness. It doesn't matter whether you go alone, whether you join forces vertically or horizontally, or you can tear down the entire camp. No rule matters in this entrance exam. The exam will be over by 6 o'clock and tomorrow. And even if the competitors join the force, they can kill each other and snatch the flag. So there are no rules in this. Then the Blade King shouts and asks everyone to leave from here, as the exam starts right now. As soon as we leave the camp, our team first meets Zhao Baihan, who, on seeing our hero's team, starts moving towards them with killing intent. Seeing him, Zhang tells his team members that both of you go, and see the promotion flags that are around here. Till then, I will deal with Zhao Baihan. Both of them don't listen to our hero, but our hero says that this is my order. Go from here. Seeing our hero ready to fight, Zhao Baihan laughs and says, You, a rookie who has not yet reached level 2, are still trying to be a hero here? Seeing Zhao Baihan in front of him and feeling his energy, our hero thinks Zhao Baihan's sword energy is indeed strong, and it is not at the same level as Zhao Wu, although I have become much stronger than then. Although our hero doesn't want to expose his insects to fight Zhao, He wonders if he can fight Jae-yoon with poison or not. Then he says, "Stop talking nonsense and come to me for a fight." Jae-yoon attacks our hero with a sword. The energy of his sword is moving towards our hero. But then another energy goes and destroys the energy of that sword. Both of them do not understand who has done this. Then they look around and Tang Ying was standing there. Our hero is also looking at Tang and thinks that she is the same female assassin. Then Tang shouts and says, "Jeo Bai Han, I'm afraid that you have forgotten the agreement between Bei Feng and the three of us. We agreed to join forces to kill Zhang Weishuang first when we entered the camp. But you have repeatedly left the group to do trivial things. Are you deliberately using this to prevaricate? Actually, you are afraid of Zhang Weishuang, right?" Then Tang starts taking Jae-yoon from there. And while leaving from there also, the argument between both of them was going on. And our hero was not able to understand why Tang did this. However, while leaving from there, Tang thinks about her aunt. Her aunt is Tang Jin, whom our hero has met earlier. She had told Tang to take care of our hero. Here our hero's team has found 2 flags. Our hero is also present there. After finding 2 flags, our hero tells both of them to divide these 2 flags among themselves. Then these 2 girls say that we will help you in finding more flags. Then suddenly someone attacks them. Mu saves everyone from this attack, and as soon as this guy enters the room, he starts attacking everyone with a bow. Seeing this, Sando says, "Huang Yangchao, hidden profession Jiriji and archer. Level 39, Dad is a rank 6 venerable, a subordinate of Zhang Jingguo. This guy's target is our hero because someone told him to do so. Maybe it was Zhao-yun's order, and this guy was continuously attacking. And seeing him continuously attacking, our hero also gets ready for the fight and comes towards him and says, "You can tolerate everything else. But if you want to kill me, then don't blame me for being ruthless. After all, someone has to fulfill the goal of killing the old man." So friends, chapter ends here. Now what will happen next? We will know in the next chapter. And don't forget to give number out of 200 to the chapter. And we will meet in another video. Till then, goodbye. Now what will happen next? You can tell your opinion by commenting. And don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video too.